All right?
I had something back there that was saying that he cast, like the scriptures say, he casts the scriptures behind him.
Right.
Okay? He does everything contrary to what the scriptures say. He promotes death everywhere he goes.
Right.
Okay?
That's why he's going to be destroyed.
Right.
And you niggas that follow him, you're say my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. You follow this white man, you're going to receive judgment.
This is Psalms 50 and verse 16. It says, but unto the wicked, the Most High saying, what hast thou to do? What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? It says, seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind thee. You see, that's why he make it to where you can, hey, the alphabet game. Okay? He make it to where he's like I say, he's contrary to the laws. Right. He does everything the opposite of what the law said. And I'm talking about the laws that's in the scripture. You see?
Go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, jumping to 5. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, we went into that cup. Babylon did a golden cup. And that's what he spread, that wine. All right, keep going.
It says, neither there keep it at home.
He don't keep it at home. Everywhere he goes, he kills off the leaders and set up democracy and women's living, as we've been speaking about. All right, and his dollar. Follow after my ways. All right, oppresses the people and frees the women. Okay, neither keep it at home. He's went across the whole world. He has military forces, places he don't got no business.
Yeah, these systems with
Yeah.
no call there.
Yeah, brother. And what's really in the cup are the ways of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Brother, you mind, do Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12. Because he causing the world to fall out the Rome. This is why you see all these countries have presidents, you know, senators and all this BS. Because they're following the ways of Rome. You saw us pushing, but read that real quick, brother, you don't mind, then you got it.
Yep. Romans 13 and 12. And he exercised
Revelation.
Revelation 13 and 12, the water. He exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
Right, the first beast before him is talking about the Roman Empire. Okay, go ahead.
And causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
So he calls the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast. Okay, what is the word worship in the Greek real fast? Baba Kushak, go ahead, brother.
It says, Revelation 13 and 12, whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, whose deadly wound was healed. Now, his deadly wound, okay, started to heal during the Renaissance period, man. That's when Esau came back into power and he started to get control of the earth, the sword, okay? But it really was healed when they signed that Treaty of Rome. In 1957, I'm not Google that, but somebody Google the Treaty of Rome. 1957, okay? Bring up the word worship in the Greek.
God, that's a spirit.
You got that? But I'll read it again from the top, Bob.
Revelation 13 and 12. It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast.
Right, so everything he's doing is after the first beast. From his laws, to his spiritual system, to his morality, to his entertainment.
Yeah, the demographics and the architecture.
Right. It's all patterns after Rome. And you gotta know that history, you brothers out there, man, you sisters out there, get into that history, man. Now, if the trend on TikTok all of a sudden, them asking each other, women asking their husbands, you know, or the so-called boyfriends, how many times do you think about Rome throughout the day? And like, they give, different answers, man. Now, they're just doing it, he's doing it, playing as a game, but the Lord is putting that spirit out there, man. Because this is Rome.
Right.
The difference between Rome and America is a cell phone.
That's right.
That's it.
What?
It's the same shithole.
Wi-Fi.
Right. Go ahead from the top again, brother.
Revelation 13 and 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Right.
Whose deadly wound was healed.
Like the word worship, brother. There's the Greek language, so you got it?
This is worship in G 4352. It says proskino, right? Proskino. It says to kiss the hand.
Right, to kiss the hand. Think about to bow to it, to bend the knee to it. Okay? He's making the earth bow down why the elder brother they had brought out earlier how America have on their eagle, they have the arrows, and then they have the olive tree. How do you make peace with us? Or do war will make you bow down to us? Either way won't get our way. Because he's been blessed with the sword. Okay, go ahead.
It says, to kiss the hand towards one,
Right?
a token of reverence.
Right, a token of reverence. They reverence Babylon, man. They reverence Esau wherever he go on the planet Earth, man. Because they know that he has the power.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
It says, among the Orientals,
Right, among the Oriental, now the word Oriental means from the east. Okay, I believe if you go back to the word Ori, I think. It means from the east. So back in the east, right, go ahead.
it says, especially the Persians.
Right, the Persian Empire, the Edomites, okay, known as the Iranians today. And Persia changed its name from Persia to Iran in 1935. Man, okay, the Shah of Persia went to the UN and asked for them to get their name changed to Iran.
Right.
But prior to 1935, Iran was known as Persia, man. Okay, since all the way back, when Elon came on the scene. Go ahead, Doc.
It says to fall upon the knees,
Right.
and touch the ground with the forehead as an expression of profound reverence.
Right, so doing obeisance to the beast, man. So this is why the everybody mentioned earlier how amongst all the nations, you see them dressed up in suit and ties, celebrating Christmas, Valentine's Day, Halloween. That shit go back to Rome. Because they're causing the earth to worship that beast. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
I'm not gonna make a quick point. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
saying, everybody who shall worship the beast whose name is not written in the book of life.
Go to verse 7.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Quick point, real quick. We was talking about it last night. In the Vatican, what they do with the Pope? They kiss his hand.
Right.
Y'all brothers got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 14:7.
13 and 7.
Oh, you call for that treaty of
Still
Rome?
want
Look,
the
the
tree
tree
of
around.
Rome.
Look, that's the UN website.
This is European Parliament. Yep.
Website? Okay, bet. Go ahead, read that.
So it goes into the Treaty of Rome, the EEC. It says treaty
The European Economic
Community.
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 Treaty establishing the European treaty establishing the European Economic Community.
Right.
It says two treaties were signed on 25th of March, 1957. The treaty establishing the European Economic Community,
Right.
and the treaty establishing the European Atomic Energy Community, EAEC, or the Uranium. For both new communities, decisions were taken by the Council of a proposal from the Commission.
Right.
The parliamentary
Read a little louder, bro. A little louder.
the parliamentary assembly is to be consulted and given opinions to the council. The assembly increased in size to 142 members.
But it started off first with 6 of them. Okay. But they really had 10 flagpoles outside of Brussels, Belgium, man, to fulfill the prophecy of the 10 horns. If you know who the 10 horns are, okay, go ahead.
The European Parliamentary Assembly held its first session
Right.
the following year on 19 March 1958 with the treaties of Rome.
Right. With the treaties of Rome. Why in the hell would they call that shit the Treaty of Rome? Because the deadly wound was being healed, man. Rome coming back, okay? That empire. Now, if you know anything about Rome, Rome had 10 ancient vassal states, man. Okay? But Rome had the power. But those vassal states being what? That was all about forwarding Rome interests, okay? Just like the European Union today and NATO. They rely on America for protection, man. For oil, right, gas, and many other things. Go ahead, brother.
And it says, with the treaties of Rome, a specific provision is made for members to be directly elected. This was implemented in 1979, signed in Rome, Italy, 25th of March, 1957.
So they actually went to Rome to sign the shit, to stamp it, so that we, as the prophets of the Lord, can say, okay, that's what we're talking about. So we know that Rome is back, man.
Right.
Through NATO and the EU, spearhead by Babylon the Great, man. Okay, America. All right, go ahead, brother. So I can put that long.
It's all the same thing that's going to happen back then. When the Lord was on the scene, that was the empire that was standing, man.
Just to say that, you can see all the symbolism all around this place in which we live in, around the whole world. All right, everything is modeling after the beast system, man, out here. And the buildings, the infrastructure, the everything, man. All right, how they ruling the government, you know, the Senate, you know, the Republicans, you know, and the Democrats. You know, this all ruled up after Rome. That's part of their system.
You're right, yeah. Brother mentioned Republicans and the Democrats. In Rome, they had what? The plebeians and the patricians. Okay, the plebeians were people of different noble families. Those who held, offices and different so-called religious positions. And then the patricians were the common person, like a Democrat, so-called, right? So it's the same two-party system, man.
Yep.
Now, like here in America, they got others. Back in Rome, they had other parties as well. Yeah. But main two was the plebeians and the patricians. Today, you got the Republicans and the Democrats. Man.
That's what makes that beast diverse.
Right. Yeah.
They were all against one another.
Right.
That Roman system, they stabbed one another in the back. Some of those Roman emperors, they only last for like 3 months. I think one lasted for like 3 months. Some 2 days. So they were always had a dark council behind the head leaders. So those guys that were up front, they were not really the head leaders, man. Just like right now today in this Roman system, right? That has been rebuilt and it's been healed, right? There's dark powers behind your modern day presidents and prime ministers, man. They ain't ruling shit.
Right, and them seasons, that was wild, bro. Yeah. They was wild, playing with kids, playing with each other, orgies. And hey, look at the politicians. They switch here, they transgender. These are the same spirits coming back.
Right. And it's murderous.
Yeah, murder. Yeah. Let's grab it. You got it?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, let's go here real quick.
This is Ecclesiastes 1 to verse 9. It says, the things that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. Like the brother said, all these spirits are just reincarnated. They go to the spirit world. They don't go to him. They go before the Lord. Rest, as Job, the book of Job states. We see their judgment and come back down. All right, to their third and fourth generation, as the scriptures say. See, so there's no new thing. This right here. Let's go here real quick. Pursuant to the government system and so forth and so on. All right. Senate house.
This is 1 Maccabees 8. I'll start at 14. It says, yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting a way for the people.
Right, a senate house. So none of them was above each other. None had the preeminence above each other, but they all sat and had council in the senate house to put forth decrees and laws. Now that's what they do. But now it goes, the president has the authority to veto it or not. He had that so-called authority, but none of them was above each other. And that's what you see now with the politicians, the governors. Now you have different governors of the states and so forth and so on. But right, they didn't have a king. It wasn't a set ruler. All right, they all got in council and made decisions. You see, in a senate house. And you have senate houses today. Okay, you got it. It should be good.
It says, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting a way for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
Right. They wasn't. You got it.
And that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Right. So that would be, if I'm not mistaken, the president, right?
Right. Back in Rome, they were known as emperors. Right. Yeah, man, but how can you read that and not say that America ain't Rome? Nobody else had a senate house before Babylon.
Right.
But Rome. Okay? When George Washington came over here to the Americas, right, and they so-called established this place, that nigga said, look, I want to set up a system like ancient Rome, because that was in tour with Britain, at the time, right? And how, the king was, putting hell on them in the so-called 13 colonies. They said, look, we don't want to do this, we want to follow the thing how Rome did. That was all in the spirit, man. So that scripture can be fulfilled. Go ahead, huh?
Okay, let's go back to Habakkuk. I got to swap out.
I'll start at 5. It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither there keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right, and that's the same spirit, Alexander came in. All right, let everybody do away with what they worship in their God's traditions and come be a part of this. And Babylon had that same spirit. Rome had that spirit. Let's come all and worship. They tried to get us. When they did set up false sacrifices in our idol and temple, okay, etc. Let everybody do away what they believe in, come and be a Roman. All right? Yep, you got it.
First Maccabees 1 and 41, it reads, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Right. And that goes into the Gentiles. Many Israelites also consented to the decree of the king set forth that they would leave the law, statutes, commandments, the faith in Yahawashi outside of name, etc. To be a Gentile heathen, a Roman. That's just like today, American. Our people don't identify as Israelites. They identify as American. You had the Jake come out, I'm an American, boasting against the Lord and his heritage. That's the same thing everything.
Yeah, real quick, brother. Now, back in ancient Rome, they allowed Jake to worship, their God, Yahawashi and everything. But they wanted to make sure that Jake was paying taxes. Rome didn't care what you did, as long as you paid taxes and you obeyed the curfew. Other than that, you can do what you want to do. Now, granted, Jake did cleave up to the Roman way because there was a dominant culture at that time, right? That grew up the Roman lifestyle. But for the most part, as you read in the scriptures, because you had Jakes back then, right? The Jews keeping the law, doing things, but they hated the taxes that they had to pay to Rome. Right. So Rome actually allowed Jake to serve the Most High, but it was under Antiochus Epiphanes. Right. He was the one who didn't want Jake to be Israelites, right? To keep the law, the commandments, and do the sacrifices. Man. That didn't. Right. But the Romans allowed Jake, to serve the Most High. That was the thing, wicked of the Jake, and Jake didn't like paying taxes and the curfew. All right, go ahead, brother.
We finished that, then we can swap.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right. Woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. These are the land masters, these are the, these people that you have inherited, through the sword, the land. Blood is going to be required of you. What does Scripture say in Job? Okay, though he heap up his, Job 20. Let's grab that real quick. And that clay is that Abayah. Okay? The debt, 33 trillion in the hole.
So they say.
So they're right. It's not going to be required of you.
Right. And Donald Trump talking about when he gets into office, he's gonna make a few deals to where he can help pay off the debt of Babylon. Donald Trump, you on fentanyl, nigga. You ain't changing shit. America is finished.
Right.
And you so-called white people know America is finished. You walk around here, cheesing, eating your trail mix, right? You know America is finished. But in your mind, you think that some way, somehow, Donald Trump gonna get in office and just save everything. He's not gonna save a damn thing.
Right.
Sorry. He's not gonna save nobody, man. This place is finished. All right? Go ahead, brother.
You think their house is gonna last forever?
Right.
Continue forever.
Yeah. You had Glenn Beck crying the other morning. I mean, he all on the goddamn podcast streaming and grabbing his hair. It's over with Glenn Beck. Bro, they know, bro. They see it, bro.
They feel it.
Yeah, but most have playing their minds. And he trying to, so-called gather, the Christians and the conservatives and those who are, for God to try and do something about this. You can't. He said that it's getting to a point to where I'm ready to go to the mountains. Now, when have you ever heard Esau say that he wants to forsake America and go to the mountains? That means shit has gotten bad for Esau. Real bad. And it's the most High God doing it. And praise be to Yahawashi, Yahawashi.
Right.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
All praise.
Job 20, verse 27. It says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth, what did it say, the earth?
The earth shall rise up against him.
Like the earth, just like you see snow in places it's never been. Tsunamis, floods, because the earth is rising up against him, and heaven, everybody is revealing them his own tongue is falling upon himself. First of all, it's the prophet and the spirit of the Lord. But you got the devil speaking the devil. Scripture say if Satan be divided against Satan, how can his house stand? You see? And the earth is fighting against Esau. The earth, scripture say the earth wouldn't be yielding full increase to this devil. Okay, you got it.
That's another characteristic of Rome. There's a reason those emperors, their terms would last so shortly, because they was at each other jockeying for position, man. A lot of them had a hand in the previous emperor's death.
And real quick for the correction, I said something backwards. I thought I said the plebeian was the lower classmen, but I said it was the high class. The plebeian was the lower classmen. And the patricians were the ones who were the rich ones, right? The patricians were like the noble families. And the plebeians were the lower class, like the common people. So it's lucky for that. I said it backwards. Go ahead. So we want to bring it on camera because our brothers and sisters are watching. And they got to get to the matter. So plebeians are the lower class citizens, are the common people, and the patricians are the ones who are of the noble families and held, offices and so-called religious positions. Okay, the so-called rituals. You want to make that correction? Go ahead, brother.
Job 20 and 28, it says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Right, so everything you those have accumulated. All right, brother quoted that Psalm 49, the inward thought is that their house shall continue forever. It's going to perish away in the day of wrath.
That's right.
All right, America, you think you're going to just be able to dwell here in this landmass that you have gotten by rape, rob, and murder? No, the Lord's going to take away from the spirit of your blood here and take away all your influence in these other nations going to be taken up. Scripture say Yahawashi is coming with many crowns on his head. So the dominion of everybody upon earth is going to be stripped from them. Right. Via Yahawashi in his judgment. You see? But that was it, whatever brothers got.
Grab my neighbor in NLT. Good job, brother.
This is Nahum 3, in verse 4 in the NLT.
Right. The nigga all about on the rape, man. Okay? And the wickedness of this devil. Okay, he has to be exposed, man. Right. Okay? He has done too much. He has gone too far. Go ahead, brother.
It says, all this because Nineveh, the beautiful and faithful city, mistress of deadly charms,
right? It says Nineveh, right? Now, at that time, it was actually talking about the ancient city of Nineveh. But spiritually, all right, this applies to Babylon the Great.
Right.
America, she's known spiritually as Nineveh as well. Okay? That great whore, right? That mistress. Real quick, Revelation chapter 17, verse 4, brother. Revelation 17, no, 5. What? Yeah, you started 4, then another 5.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 4.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones.
Right. That's symbolism for the riches of America. Okay? We know America to be a very great, rich nation. So John saw this woman dressed in royal apparel. They represented how rich this country is. Go ahead.
And pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
Right, and the brother spoke about the golden cup, right? In her hand. What's that golden cup represents? Her bringing her a democracy, okay? Really, the ways of Rome, all right? To the world. That filth. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
Full of abominations. Ancient Rome was full of abominations, man. America pushing that same doctrine, okay, of abominations.